just that I was fortunate enough to be the one to be asked to judge the show this year, because the quality in the heifer show, the young cow show, and the older cow show was second to none. The quality was just incredible. I judged it in 2009, and they had, don't get me wrong, they had a great show, but the quality was just so much better today. I mean, for Reserve Grand and for honorable mention, we had two young cows, and I think they're definitely going to be forces to reckon with in the future. But I mean, if you even go younger than that, the Milking Yearling is a high style cow with a beautiful udder. She's the other one that comes into mind. She might not have been your honorable mention, but with or anything like that, but with her being so young and being so good at that young age, you just kind of want to see how she develops in the future. I think we've got the style back. We've got those. What we maybe lacked for a while was that that front end, and I'm not saying we need too much front end, but we have to have enough front end combined with length of neck and femininity and breed character. I'm greedy when I judge. I want it all. So I want a cow that has that stretch to the frame. I want them to have that nice gradual run to the front end, that long lean neck, and that pretty head. I mean, the udders and the feet and legs sure are the most important thing, but I want the whole total package. And I felt every class that I had a cow that fit the bill in the milk cow classes that fit that bill. The production cow class was the tough cow class for me today. There was a lot of great old cows out there, but there was a lot of different shapes and sizes and kinds that you really it was hard to maybe follow a pattern. It ended up in the end when I got it lined up, I was real happy with the pattern of it, but just seeing them walking around the ring, there's a lot of different kinds, and to put them together in the right way, it was the toughest class for me. It was really special. You know, I gave Wayne a lot of kudos, but you know, you forget to say a few things, and actually he taught me a lot in this business. When like I buy and sell cattle, so I get out on the road and like to go into herds and try to find a diamond in the rough or one that's just point blank there in front of you. So like when I was a young kid, I would bug him to take me to these different Jersey farms in Pennsylvania, you know, within a 3 hour, within 3 hours, and we would go roading. My Uncle Wayne is the one that he taught me how, like he's a farmer, he's not a roader, but I wanted to road, so he taught me how to road. He took me to these herds, and we would go looking for show cattle to add to our string, and he taught me a lot that way, how to pick one out in a herd that could benefit our show string.
I tell you what, you know, I've judged a lot of state fairs and stuff like that, but nothing holds a candle to this with the crowd, and the crowd gets into it, I get into it. It's just the camaraderie of everybody. Everybody knows that this is the last show of the season. That really means, you know, this is the big show for a lot of people. I tell you what, the champion cow today, she stood out. The reserve intermediate champion, reserve senior champion. I mean, it was the mature cows. They stood out pretty nice that we had picked out. Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of them in here. You know, there's the junior champion heifer. If she hangs a memory system, she's gonna be a tough one. And like the young boy that had Reserve Grand today, the junior show. There's a young cow. I think it's got a bright future. But yeah, there's a handful of nice cows you wouldn't mind taking home. I tell you what, you know, probably the 5-year-old class. It was just sorting out a bunch of differences. That's the toughest thing. You know, it's easy to judge good ones, and you're just worried about a couple traits. But when you get a bunch of different traits that are off or whatever, it gets a little tougher to place. I tell you what, my girlfriend Tammy Begley, she does a lot of work for me. when I'm gone to be able to travel and do this job here. Like she's manning the string back at our. We got a string we put cattle together to show here. You know, we got 36 head back there, and she mans it with my other crew. I tell you what, there's too many to list. There's Andy, there's Andrew, there's Jack and Logan. They're all a part of it. The Night Man. There's just too many people to mention. A lot of people that got me to where I'm at. You know, from Daryl Warden and Norm Magnuson, as I've mentioned them before. Just a lot of it's exposure and getting out to people and picking out the good ones here and there, and it's been fun.
Well, it's always a pleasure to come to World Dairy Expo and show off what you have to show. And actually, we buy and sell cattle throughout the year. We're fortunate enough to have several partners which enable us to buy the kind that can exhibit at World Dairy Expo. And it's quite a privilege to have partners like the partners we have to, I guess, give us the opportunity to have the caliber of animals that can compete here at World Dairy Expo. Well, as always, you come here to show first, but you always want to sell something. It's very expensive to come here from 800 miles away from where we live in Maryland, and we always come wanting to sell something, obviously, but a lot of times we come, you know, just for the camaraderie and hopefully to do very well, because that's why we buy them, to do well, and it helps to advertise our auction company and our private sales company. Well, we had our first junior champion red and white was in 2007, and from there we've had a few junior champion red and whites, reserve junior champion red and whites, as well as in 2013 we had the junior champion black and white that we owned with Gene Yeager. In the black and white, we have a Sid fall calf that we purchased in the International Intrigue with the Borbas in California, who own half, and then us and two partners, Tim and Sandy Merworth and Frank Conley, who own several cattle with us. We split part of her, and Borba stayed in, and she did very well at Harrisburg. She was the Supreme Junior Champion, and we're very excited about her. And then on the red side, we have a fall yearling that was Junior Champion at Harrisburg as well, and we're looking forward to showing her here. And then we have a winter yearling red and white out of a cow we bred, Maryland Hillbrook Sunburst, that we sold in the International Intrigue back in 2011 or 12, I think, and Gene Yeager purchased her, and we bought a choice back from Gene, and we have a winter yearling right out of her. that has won throughout the year. This year, she did very well last year. We're looking forward to her too. And then we have several tie-ins, good friends of ours that entrust us in getting their cattle ready and going to the ring. And obviously it helps pay the bills, and they're real good friends and they can't get away from home, and we get the opportunity to bring their cows as well.